What's going on, guys? My name is Justin Patrick. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be demoing this Randall Diavlo 45 watt head along with the matching 212. Let's check it out. So as you guys heard in the intro, this is my Randall Diavlo 45 watt head. This is a tube amp head that I got about last year around, I want to say late August, early September, maybe mid-September. And this thing has been a solid amp. Ironic I say solid because it's a tube amp. No, but this thing has been a solid piece of gear. It sounds really good when I go play shows, when I play live. I have yet to hear how it sounds in a recording, so that'll be fun for me to do today. So along with demoing that, I'm also demoing the matching 212 that I got with it. I didn't get it with the amp when I got it. I actually got the 212 recently. My bassist actually helped me find both pieces of gear. When he helped me find the 212, it came with a box head that he actually took over, and he's gonna do whatever he wants with it. So I want to give a huge shout out to my bass player Carlos for helping me find both pieces of gear. If you're watching this, man, thank you so much. You're a fucking real one. And yeah, so let's go ahead and dive into these pieces of gear real quick. All right, so diving into the specs of the amp head, this is a 2-channel 45 watt tube head. As you can see, it's got a gain knob for each channel, for clean and for overdrive. There is obviously the channel selector on the amp. There is a foot switch that's supposed to come with this thing, but when my bass player, who sourced this out for me, when he got it for me, it did not come with said foot switch, so he had to buy an aftermarket one, which works just as well. It is a channel foot switch as well as the foot switch that works for the boost. Speaking of which, it actually has a gain boost, which is awesome. Some amps don't always come with that. A lot of the older Randall amps do, like my RG100ES as well as my RG170ES, which I still have yet to test out on this channel, but there will be a video coming from both of those amps. So, back to this amp, of course. There's a volume knob for the overdrive channel. I believe it also works in conjunction for the clean channel. Moving on from that, past the boost, you have your EQ, your bass, middle, and treble. It is a wideband EQ that works for both overdrive and clean channel. You have your presence knob, and you have your master volume. And per your standard, with all your tube amps, you have your standby switch, so you don't fry your tubes when you're turning it on or off, which is awesome. I love that. Looking at the back of the amp, you can obviously see where your power supply plugs in. You have your 16 OHM inputs, you have your 1x4 and your 2x8 OHM, you have your 1.4 OHM and your 2 OHM speaker inputs as well. You have a direct input, so if you want to plug directly into the house monitor, or if you want to plug right into your DAW, that works just as well. You also have a send and return for your effects chain. And you have your foot switch jack goes right here. And one thing super convenient about this amp, you have a ground and a lift, which is super handy because a lot of times when you plug into certain outlets, you get a lot of feedback, or you actually pick up weird radio frequencies. So hitting this ground and lift will actually, hitting this grounding or lifting your amp will actually help cut a lot of those frequencies out that you don't want. So that is super, super handy. Moving on to the 212, this is a Celestion Vintage 30s 212, meaning it has Celestion V30 speakers loaded up into this thing. This is actually kind of different for me because the Randall 412s that I traditionally use, they have Jaguar speakers. So this is going to be kind of a new sound. I'm actually really excited for it. I know you guys can't see it based on how my camera angle is, but on the back of the 212, there are two 16 OHM inputs. So one that works for left, one that works for right, which is actually super cool because along with those, there is actually a selector that works for, that lets you select between mono and stereo outputs. So instead of working one speaker, you can actually work two speakers in conjunction with each other. So you have more of a broader sound when you're playing live or when you're recording as well, which is actually super cool. So that was my brief rundown of the Randall Diavlo 45-watt head. I'm going to go ahead and get into demoing this thing. I'm actually really excited to hear how this thing sounds because I've never heard vintage 30s up close or in person. So that's going to be a new experience for me. So the way I'm going to go ahead and demo this thing, I'm going to go ahead and do two separate recordings. Recording 1 is going to be guitar directly into the amp. Recording 2 is going to be guitar into my pedal board directly into my amp. So you're going to be hearing how it sounds by itself, and then in the second recording we're going to go ahead and try to see how we can get a sound out of it. So let's go ahead and hear how it sounds. And I can't go any further without mentioning the guitar of choice. Today's guitar of choice is going to be my Dean Rusty Cooley 7-string. Yes, I am holding it upside down. This has been my go-to guitar when I play with Arch Revenant. It sounds amazing. It has EMG 8185s in it with a USA Floyd Rose and maple fretboard. This thing sounds super awesome, and I can't wait to go ahead and demo this thing for you guys. I hope you enjoy. Alright, so that was my demo video of the Randall Diavlo 45-watt tube head with its matching 212 with Celestion V30s. I'd actually say, I gotta say, I'm actually really surprised with how it sounded. It actually sounded really good, in my honest opinion. I'm a little bit more used to the Jaguar speakers in my 412s, and as a Dimebag fan, I'm a little bit more biased towards them, but I'd actually say the Celestion V30s, they gave a really good sound, and I can't wait to use that cabinet more live and actually use it more in recordings. And I'm actually going to be doing I think I'm going to do a demo video comparing the Jaguar speakers and the V30s, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video, so I want to go ahead and say thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more and turn the notifications on, as well as subscribe to my band's channel down below. I'll leave a little channel icon at the end of the video for you to subscribe to. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Rock on.